Hey guys, my name is Matthew Anderson. I'm the community manager here at Petroglyph and on the Rise of Immortals project. With me,
Dylan Anderson, also in Misery in game.
Dylan was in the last video cast, so we talked about Carapace, one of the Immortals that was released a few weeks ago. Now we're here to talk about
Nauria. Now, as you see, Matthew Anderson is holding a sword.
Sort of. It's so big that it's probably outside the camera at points, but I have here one of the swords that was actually, I think, created by one of our production assistants, Grant Griffard. He was actually in one of the video casts a while back in the fall of 2011. And we were talking about the release on Steam and a couple other things. And he actually makes swords and weapons. He keeps them in the trunk of his car,
Yep.
I hear, just in case. He actually threatened me, when you're done with this, Matthew, make sure that you return it because I need it back. And I'm like thinking, what do you need it for exactly?
Zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
It's
that's
coming.
right.
It's coming.
He didn't mention that, so I have to get tips from him on that later.
There we go.
So anyway, I got a sword that I was hoping would look sort of like Nauria's sword a little bit, but Nauria's a pretty awesome sword. Segmented sword. What can it do in the game?
It can grab people from just about anywhere. Just kidding. It has a really, really long reach, and so you can literally go out and grab people and bring them back in.
What if they're in the fog of war? You can't see them.
You can go ahead and throw this skill shot anyway and pray that you can grab them.
Now, what's the one after the Q ability?
It's Shroud of Despair. It irradiates damage, and it's evenly spread among the creeps and the people that are around you, and it heals you back.
Cool, and then her E ability.
Sanguine Rites. This is probably the most harassy ability that we have. It is spammed all day long, and it increases in damage the more charges that you have in it.
Very cool. And what about the ultimate?
Spiral of Pain. It actually does a whole ton of damage around Nauria. She starts spinning Misery around, and all those who are near take a lot of damage over.
Immortals and creeps included.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then, of course, the signature is always one of the coolest abilities. So what about Nauria's sig?
Misery's Reach. It actually, the blade extends, and she's able to, instead of being a melee, will actually now be a ranged character, and every swipe that she attacks with will bring an enemy to her. It's very strong, and makes it so nobody can get away from Misery. It's really cool.
Awesome. This sword is so heavy, I have to shift shoulders just to balance the thing out. So we have a couple of questions from the community we can go over really quick. Actually, there was, from Jinx, one of the community members had mentioned, wow, Misery's Grasp plus Reach equals Spiral of Pain equals Ouch, something like that.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Okay, so she does a lot of single target damage. If you are really good with Misery and you're really good with Nauria, you're able to pull people out of the distance, make it so that you are completely stealth, and absolutely wreak havoc on single enemies. It is very, very strong.
Awesome. And then we have Axe Day. I would like to see a new class of Immortals designed to counter casters, true damage, silences, mana burn, etc. Are we going to have those?
We've looked into it a little bit just because we know casters are kind of a hot topic right now. We recently put in the nerfs for them, stuff like that. We don't know exactly how we're going to go about putting in a new Immortal like that, but we probably will. So just keep your eyes out and look for it.
Awesome. And then, again, ask any questions in the forums.
Absolutely.
If you see any announcements for new Immortals, we're going to have, after Nauria here, we're going to be talking a little bit more about her, but we're already working on the next Immortal. Let's see if we can give something up about that new Immortal, like what's the basic type that the next one's going to be.
Let's see. He is a...
Oh, we already gave it away, so it's going to be he, right?
It is a
Okay.
he. Sorry, it is a he. And let's put it this way. He's an elementalist.
There you go.
Does that count? All right.
So until next time, ask your questions, and we'll answer them here on the podcast.